What's good, y'all? Your boy Dread, rocking the Flash cap today. I was Iron Man yesterday, but now I'm Flash. But anyway, this is a quick review of the Sugar Shane Mosley versus Saul Canelo Alvarez fight, and it was an action-packed fight. I mean, I loved every second of that fight, and the Mayweather Cotto fight is next, and I'll give y'all up to the minute review on that fight when that's done. But anyway, I picked Canelo Alvarez to win by decision, and yeah, I was right. My cards was 9 rounds to 3, but a lot of the people who judged the fight had Shane winning or had Shane only winning 1 round, and I'm like, that's kind of believable. But, all right, just a quick overview of the fight. Now for the first round, they were kind of feeling each other out. Shane with his pop, straight right hand. That's just regular Shane Mosley formula. And this was kind of annoying me out of the fight. It's two things. Like, he had no real steam on his punches. I mean, he was trying to throw punches to make it seem like he was, trying to put pressure on Canelo Alvarez to make it seem like to the judges he really wants to win the fight. But the power wasn't there. He had no steam behind him. And the second thing that annoyed me about Shane is that when Canelo, every time like he would get Canelo into a shell, he'd back him up into a corner. He would not tee off. He would not go to the body on Canelo Alvarez. I'm like, dude, his back is against the ropes. His elbows are high. They are tucked in to guard his head. Go off on his body. You need to attack his body, and he did not do that during the whole fight. And with Canelo, man, that guy has so much speed on his punches. I mean, not only does he have speed on his punches, he has some pop on his punches too. But through the first 4 rounds, Shane was eating those punches like M&Ms. But in the fifth round, this is when you really saw Shane get hurt for the first time. I mean, he gets hit with a 1-2 and then an uppercut, because every time Shane would hit him with something, Canelo Alvarez would answer back with 2 shots. Okay, okay, I'll see you one jab, and then I'll trade you one jab and uppercut. Boom, 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 trading shots. And yeah, and throughout the middle rounds, you could clearly see the effect that the toll is taking on Shane Mosley. I mean, his face is starting to swell up, his nose starting to bleed, but that man has an out of this world inhuman chin. You got to give him that. But what's the point in having a good chin if you're just eating shots and not countering and not retaliating back? But anyway, on to the later rounds 9 through 12. Shane, he tries to impose his will. He tries to back him up, but every time he back up Canelo Alvarez, Canelo would always answer back with the uppercuts. Shane, while he had his hands low enough to block his body, his chin was wide open for the uppercuts. That didn't make any sense at all to me. And Shane, he ate quite a few good hooks too. But my favorite round was by far the 10th, because they were just trading like animals in the middle of the ring. And you could say that Canelo Alvarez, I believe it was like maybe in the second or third round when Canelo got cut. Shane tried to throw a right hand, and then the heads ended up clashing. And then I believe it was left eye that ended up getting cut. But that cut that opened up over his eye, it was open and closing throughout the fight. But anyway, final round, a couple jabs being thrown, trading in the middle of the ring, clinching. Shane, he throws a monstrous hook and just comes up with air. Canelo throws a monstrous uppercut, ends up almost knocking Shane out of his shoot. There's times in the fight where Canelo tried to knock Shane's head off, and if Shane didn't have the chin he did, then he wouldn't have lasted throughout the fight. But you got to give Shane credit for lasting. But Shane's time is done. But anyway, this is a quick review of the Shane Mosley versus Canelo Alvarez fight. I had him win, and that's the prediction that I got right. Anyway, the Mayweather Cotto fight review is coming up next. Stay tuned.